And welcome back, everybody, to Zagreb, Croatia for game two on day number two of this 29th European Women's Softball Cup competition. The format for this tournament is a double round robin, and this actually is the second game of this series, a rematch of last night's game between Princ Zagreb and the Mix. First game just ended, in case you missed it, was a win by the Warsaw Diamonds over Dupnica Angels by a score of 12-4. As I said, these teams played last night in the uh, feature game of the day. It was won by the Mix by a score of 9-0. The Mix won both of their games yesterday. Zagreb split. One win, one loss. So we'll see how this one goes. It's getting hot here. We'll set the Princ Zagreb defense for you. At first base is Miha Haramina. Second base, Lucia Vidovic. Third base, Courtney Ogle. Shortstop, Martina Lekna-Kyle. Left field, Emma Vrancic. Center field, Lenka Gunishova. Right field, Mia Primets. Behind the plate is catcher Tihi Hrženjak. And on the mound for this game is Nina Berisic. And leading off for the Mix is number 97, the center fielder, Alana Snow. Behind the plate in this game is Diego Vitali. And the first pitch is a bunt attempt, fouled off. One strike. And Berisic looks in, misses up and in. Snow went 3 for 5 yesterday, batting .600 at the moment. Pitch is outside and low. And Berisic is the third pitcher that's being used so far by Princ Zagreb. And the pitch is just low. Nina falls behind. 3 balls, 1 strike to Alana Snow, leadoff hitter for the Mix. And the pitch is grounded to second base, fielded cleanly and over the first for the out. That was Lucia Vidovic to Emma Miha Haramina for first out of the game. And now batting for the Mix is the shortstop, number 22, Chelsea Robeson. Robeson loops one. It drops into right field. Robeson rounds first and heads into second, head for a slide into second base for a two-base hit for Chelsea Robeson. Robeson was 1 for 5 yesterday. Starts off day 2 with a two-base hit. Brings up number 3, the second baseman, Jade Yerrick's. Berisic looks in, delivers outside and low, 1 ball. Yerrick's was 2 for 6 yesterday. And the pitch from Berisic in the dirt. 2 balls, no strikes. Berisic delivers to a catcher. Tihi inside. 3 balls, no strikes now to Jade Yerrick's. Top of the first inning, in case you're just joining us. And the pitch from Berisic on the outside corner, called strike. 3 balls, 1 strike. Runner at second, Chelsea Robeson with the leadoff double. And Nina looks in, delivers, and it's high. Ball 4 to Jade Yerrick's. And it brings up the cleanup hitter for the mix, number 7, first baseman Mary Murray, who was the pitcher in last night's game between these two teams. Berisic looks into her catcher, Hrzynjak, and delivers at the knees, called strike. Umpire Diego Vitali from Italy. And the pitch is low in the dirt. Nice stop by Hrzynjak. One ball, 1 strike to Murray. And a changeup. Ground ball to third. Courtney goes to second for the force out. Score that 5-4 on the fielder's choice. Robeson advances to third. Murray on first on the fielder's choice. 2 outs. Krista Reed-Thomas at bat now. Pitch is up and away, ball 1. Krista had a strong first day. She was 4 for 5, 2 doubles. Nina Berisic looks in, gets a pitch. Pitch is low. 2 balls, no strikes to Krista Reed-Thomas, playing left field today. And the pitch from Berisic is grounded back to Nina. She picks it up, makes this easy throw to Miha Heramina at first base for the 3rd out. Okay, not a bad first inning for Princ. For the mix, they scored no runs, had 1 hit, no Princ errors, and 2 runners left on base. Score after top half of the first inning is the Mix 0, Princ Zagreb coming to bat. Okay, let's set the Mix defense for you. At first base is Mary Murray. Jade Yerix is at second base. Third base, Maria Urquiagua. Shortstop, Chelsea Robertson. In left field is Krista Reed Thomas. Center field, Alana Snow. And right field, Holly Newell. Behind the plate is Barbie Killer. And pitching today for the Mix is number 9, Emma Agostini. And leading off the game for Princ Zagreb is center fielder today, Lenka Gunishova. First pitch to Lenka. A little high, ball 1. Pitch is on the corner for a called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike to Lenka Gunishova, playing center field today for Prince. Agostini looks, throws, and it's hit in the air towards short center field. Coming in to make the catch is Alana Snow for the first out of the game for Prince. And that brings up Miha Haramina, who's playing first base today. Agostini delivers high, 1 ball. And the pitch from Agostini, high again. 2 balls, no strikes to Haramina. Agostini looks in, throws, misses high again. 3 balls, no strikes to Miha. And the pitch from Agostini, high again. Ball 4, base on balls for Miha. And it brings up the third batter for Prince, third baseman Courtney Ogle. Agostini looks in for the pitch. It's in the dirt, gets away from Barbie Killer. Haramina advances to second on the pass ball. 1 ball, no strikes to Ogle. And a pitch from Agostini is a called strike right down the middle. 1 ball, 1 strike. Agostini's pitch is high again. Having a little trouble finding that release point. Missing high a lot this first inning. 2 balls and 1 strike is the count to Courtney Ogle. And she swings and lines a foul ball down the third base side. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two balls, 2 strikes, the count to Courtney Ogle. Miha Haramina at second base. The pitch is in the dirt, blocked by catcher Barbie Killer. Count goes full, 3 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch from Agostini is in the dirt, ball 4, gets away from Barbie Killer. Haramina advances to third. Courtney Ogle gets the base on balls. Okay. Timeout for a conference by the mix infield and pitching battery. And conference ends. Coming up to bat for Prince now is number 9, the left fielder today, Emma Vrancic. First pitch is a called strike. Courtney Ogle at first base. Miha Haramina at third base. 1 out in the bottom of the first inning. And the pitch to Vrancic. Swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes. No balls, 2 strikes to left fielder Emma Vrancic. And the pitch from Agostini is in the dirt. Nice stop by Barbie Killer. Courtney Ogle advances, steals second. And we have runners at first and at second and third now. 1 out. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Emma Vrancic. Pitch is high. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Agostini looks in, throws, misses high again. 3 balls, 2 strikes to number 4 hitter Emma Vrancic. Agostini rocks and throws. And it's a line drive down the left field line, but foul. Three balls, 2 strikes to count to Emma Vrancic. And the pitch is high, ball 4. Base on balls to Emma Vrancic, loads the bases for Prince. And another huddle conference. Agostini having a little bit of trouble finding her release point, missing high. And the huddle ends. Brings up the number 5 hitter for Prince, Martina Lechner-Kyle, playing shortstop today. Bases loaded, 1 out, bottom of the first inning, no score. Agostini looks in, gets the pitch, and misses high again. 1 ball. Martina looking to make something happen here. And the pitch is a called strike at the knees. 1 ball, 1 strike. Agostini froze, misses high again. 2 balls, 1 strike to Martina Lechner-Kyle, originally from Austria. And the pitch, high again. 3 balls, 1 strike now to shortstop Martina Lechner-Kyle. Agostini struggling a bit to find her release spot. And the pitch, misses high again. Ball 4. And that will score the first run of the game. Martina Lechner with base on balls. All the runners advance. And coming to bat now is the pitcher, number 12, Nina Berisic. And Agostini misses high again. 1 ball. And Berisic hits a ground ball foul. 1 ball, 1 strike. Agostini delivers to Berisic. It's popped up. Foul ground left side, and it drops just out of the reach of third baseman Maria Urquiaga. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Nina Berisic in the bottom of the first inning. Bases loaded, 1 out. Agostini gets the signal from catcher Bobby Killer, and the pitch is high again. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Berisic steps in again now, ready to hit. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch from Agostini, high again. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Bases loaded. Berisic looking to help herself here. And the pitch from Agostini is popped up down the left side in foul ground. And Maria Urquiaga can't come up with it. Berisic stays alive. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Agostini gets the signal from Killer and pitches. It's popped up again. This time, shortstop Chelsea Robeson settles under it. The infield fly rule out. The second out of the inning. And that brings Petra Cizmic Pokrajac to the plate. 2 outs, bases loaded. 1 run in for Prince. Petra is the designated player today. Pitches in the dirt. Stopped nicely by catcher Barbie Killer. 1 ball, no strikes. And the pitch. High again. Agostini still struggling with that release point. Two balls, no strikes to Petra Cizmic Pokrajac. And the pitch is in the dirt. It gets away from Barbie Killer. No advance. Count goes to 3 balls, no strikes. Petra smiling at Barbie. They were teammates a while back. And the pitch is a called strike on the inside corner. 3 balls, 1 strike to designated player Petra Cizmic Pokrajac. One of the veteran players on this Prince club. And she takes ball 4 to bring in another run. Courtney Ogle scores from third. Other runners advance on the base on balls. And the bases are still loaded now. This brings second baseman number 2, Lucia Vidovic, to the plate. Agostini rocks and throws. And it's right down the middle, called strike. No balls, 1 strike to Vidovic. Agostini delivers, and it's high again. 1 ball, 1 strike. One ball, 1 strike to Lucia Vidovic. And the pitch, she fouls it off out of play to the right side. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Little discussion about the game balls here. A little roughed up. 1 ball, 2 strikes to second baseman Lucia Vidovic with the bases loaded. 2 outs, bottom of the first inning. And the pitch gets away, goes to the backstop, no advance. It's It's kind of tough to judge the backstops here. That pitch came off the screen and right back to Barbie Killer. Emma Vrancic probably would have been an easy out at the plate on that one, but you just never know. Agostini delivers. It's in the dirt. The count goes full now to Vrancic. Vidovic. 3 balls, 2 strikes. So runners will probably be moving on this pitch. Agostini set to deliver to Vidovic. And it's in the dirt. Ball 4 gets away from Barbie Killer. And the third run of the inning scores. Emma Vrancic. Everyone else moves up 1. And it looks like we're going to have a pitching change now. Agostini just couldn't find her release spot. Six base on balls in the first inning. It's a tough way to start the game. And coming in for the mix to pitch will be number 88, Anna B. Bartles, who pitched yesterday. Okay, as Bartles takes her warm-up pitches, Coach gets together with his infielders, and we're about ready to resume. Barbie Killer and Bartles get together, go over their signals, and the runners return to their bases. And coming up to bat, the 9th batter of this first inning for Prince, number 14 catcher Tihi Hrženjak. Bartles looks in, delivers, miss outside and low, 1 ball, no strikes to Tihi. And a pitch from Bartles. Change up. Called strike. One ball, 1 strike to Hrženjak. And she hits it hard on the ground to shortstop Robeson, who makes the flip to second base for the easy out to finally end the first inning. Prince sent 9 batters to the plate in that first inning, 6 walks, and scored 3 runs. No hits, no errors by the mix, and 3 runners left on base by Prince. So after 1 full inning, the score is Princ Zagreb 3, the mix 0. Okay. So we get ready to start the top of the second inning. Coming up for the mix will be number 678. Scheduled to bat would be Emma Agostini, but she's been replaced by Bartles, who will lead the inning off. First pitch is fouled off by Bartles. One strike to Bartles. Bedicic works. Misses outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. And Bedicic works. Misses high. Two balls, 1 strike now to Bartles, leading off the top of the second inning for the mix. And Nina floats one in there on the inside corner. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch by Bedicic, and she misses up and inside, hits Anna B. Bartles on the arm. She'll get first base on that. Brings up the catcher, number 14, Barbie Killer. First pitch misses, ball 1. And the pitch from Bedicic floats it in there for a called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Bedicic delivers to Killer. A line drive, snared by Courtney Ogle at third base. Plucked it before it landed in left field, and then doubles off Bartles with the throw across the infield. And just like that, we have two outs. A double play. 2 outs. That brings up number 15, Maria Urquiage, playing third base today. First pitch to her is a ball. Bedicic looks in, delivers to Hajiniak, hits a ground ball to second base. Vitovic handles it easily across to first ahead of Mina for the third out of the inning. So, strong 1-2-3 inning for Princ. And for the mix, we have no runs, no hits, no errors, no runners left on base. Score after 1 1/2 innings is Princ 3, the mix 0. Okay, coming into the bottom of the second inning for Prince. Prince batted around in the first inning, so we'll be leading off again with 1, 2, 3 hitters. Lenka Gunishova leading off, followed by Micha Haramina and Courtney Ogle. And first pitch is a changeup to Lenka, and she makes it close at first base, but gets thrown out by the pitcher, Bartles, for the first out of the second inning. Coming to bat now for Prince is Micha Haramina, the first baseman. She walked in the first inning. And the first pitch is a called strike at the knees. Bartles working smoothly. Misses outside with the next pitch. 1 ball, 1 strike. Haramina chases a high one. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch from Bartles is hit into left field by Haramina. It drops just foul. Count stays at 1 ball, 2 strikes to Micha Haramina. 1 out in the second inning. And she hits a slow roller. Tried to cut it off by Maria Urquiaga. She couldn't get a handle on it. And Micha is safe at first base on the error by Urquiaga. And that brings third baseman Courtney Ogle to the plate. She hits a shot down the third baseline foul. 1 strike. Bartles looking into Killer for the signal. Delivers. And it's high. 1 ball, 1 strike to Courtney Ogle. Bartles set, throws, it's fouled off by Ogle. One ball, 2 strikes to third baseman Courtney Ogle. And the pitch from Bartles is up high, gets away from Barbie Killer. And down to second base goes Micha Haramina. On the wild pitch. 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Ogle. And the pitch, she loops it into right field. Caught easily by right fielder Holly Newell for the second out. And that brings Emma Vrancic, left fielder, up to bat for the second trip. She walked in the first inning. Bartles delivers, and it's a called strike. And Emma hits a ground ball to Urquiada at third base across the infield to Mary Murray for the third out of the inning. And in the bottom of the second inning for Prince, no runs, no hits, one mix error, and one runner left on base after two complete innings. The score is Prince 3, the mix 0. Okay, coming to bat for the mix in the top of the third inning. It's number 9 hitter Holly Newell, followed by the top of the order Alana Snow and Chelsea Robeson. First pitch from Nina Berisic is up and away, ball 1. One ball, no strikes to Newell. And the pitch is right down the middle. One ball, one strike. Berisic delivers. It's lined foul down the left field line by Newell. One ball, two strikes. Berisic looks in for the signal from her catcher and delivers. Just missed high. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch is called strike 3 on the outside corner. Sitting down Holly Newell. Brings up the top of the order, center fielder Alana Snow. She grounded out to second base her first time up at bat. Berisic looks in, delivers high. One ball, no strikes to leadoff hitter Alana Snow for the mix in the top of the third inning. Pitch just misses outside. Two balls, no strikes. And gets away from Nina Berisic in the dirt. 3 balls, no strikes now to center fielder Alana Snow. Three balls, no strikes now. Berisic looks into her catcher for the pitch. And it's in the dirt again. ball 4. Okay, we have 1 out. Snow at first base, and up to bat is shortstop Chelsea Robeson. She hit a double her first time up at bat. And the pitch from Bedicic right down the middle, called strike. One strike to Chelsea Robeson. Bedicic looks in, sets and throws. Misses outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. One out in the top of the third for the mix, trailing 3-0. And misses high and outside with that one. 2 balls, 1 strike to Robeson. Time is called. A shoelace needing attention in left field. And the count is 2 balls and 1 strike to Chelsea Robeson. Bedicic all set now. And the pitch to Robeson is popped up. It looks like it's going to drop. And it does. A tweener. A lazy little pop-up. Nobody could get to it. It drops for a base hit. So the Mix have 2 runners on now in the top of the third. And number 3 hitter Jade Yerrick's up to bat. She walked in the first inning. Bedicic looking in for the signal from her catcher. Time requested by Yerrick's. Krzyzniak calls the pitch, and it's lined out of play down the right field line. Nina Bedicic looks in for the pitch and delivers a changeup a little high. 1 ball, 1 strike to Jade Yerrick's. Alana Snow at second base. Chelsea Robeson at first for the Mix, trying to get back into this game. The pitch from Bedicic, and just missed on the outside part of the plate. 2 balls, 1 strike. Bedicic looks in for the signal, sets and throws, and misses again low and outside, falls behind. 2 balls and 1 strike. Bedicic delivers, and it's a called strike on the inside corner. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runners at first and second for the Mix. 3-0, top of the third inning. Bedicic trying to work out of this jam, and the pitch is popped up to the left side. Courtney Ogle settles under it, gathers it in on the infield fly rule. For the second out. 2 outs now. Brings first baseman Mary Murray to the plate. She hit into a fielder's choice her first time up in the first inning. Berisic bearing down here. Pitches low, ball one. One ball, no strikes to Murray. And the pitch is swung at and missed. Little change of pace that time by Berisic. Fooled Mary Murray. One ball, one strike. And the pitch from Berisic misses low. 2 balls, 1 strike. Runners at first and second for the mix. Mary Murray, cleanup hitter up to bat. 2 balls, 1 strike. The pitch from Berisic is grounded up the middle. It gets through Luckner Kyle. And Alana Snow comes around to score the first run for the mix. So Mary Murray comes through with a 2-out single to drive in the first run for the mix. And that brings left fielder Krista Reed-Thomas to bat. Runner still at first and second now, 2 outs. And the first pitch is a called strike. Berisic came close to working her way out of that one. Shortstop Martina Luckner-Kyle couldn't come up with that ball up the middle. And Reed-Thomas chases a low pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Okay, Berisic way ahead in the count now. Let's see how she chooses to work Krista Reed-Thomas. The pitch is low and inside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One ball, 2 strikes. The pitch is grounded towards short. Luckner Kyle comes up with it over to Jaramina at first for the 3rd out of the inning. Okay, so the mix come up. They score 1 run on 2 hits. No Prince errors. And 2 runners left on base. The score after 3 1/2 innings is now Prince 3, the mix 1. Okay, coming up for Princ Zagreb in the bottom of the 3rd inning will be the 5, 6, 7 hitters. Martina Luckner Kyle, Pitcher Nina Berisic and designated player Petra Čizmić-Pokrajac. Lechner Kyle steps in there against Bartles. First pitch is one hopper back to Bartles. She runs it halfway to first base. Flips it to her first baseman. Mary Murray for the first out of the bottom of the third inning. Nina Berisic steps in there. Strike one. Next pitch misses low and away, gets away from Barbie Killer. 1 ball, 1 strike. Berisic flied out to the shortstop her first time up. This time hits one foul back out of play. One ball, 2 strikes to the batter, pitcher Nina Berisic. Misses low and inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Bartles looks in for the pitch, and it's fouled back by Berisic. One ball, 2 strikes to Berisic. And change up. She just reaches out, taps it on a line into left field for a base hit. So Berisic at first base now. Designated player Petra Čizmić-Pokrajac coming to bat. She walked in the first inning. Bartles' first pitch to her is outside, ball 1. The pitch from Bartles misses outside again. 2 balls, no strikes to Petra. The 2-0 pitch is lined into center field by Petra, but right at center fielder Alana Snow for the putout. Okay. Now we have a courtesy runner at first base for the pitcher Nina Berisic. And coming to bat is the second baseman Lucia Vidovic. She walked in the first inning. First pitch is a called strike. 2 outs, runner at first for Princ. And the same spot, right down the middle. Vidovic shakes her head. No balls, 2 strikes now. And the pitch is way up To the backstop, courtesy runner Petrucizmis Pokrajac advances to second. The count to Lucia Vidovic. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch misses outside with that one. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Vidovic. And she takes a called third strike at the letters to end the inning. In the bottom of the third inning for Princ Zagreb. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 runner left on base. After 3 complete innings, the score is Prince 3, the mix 1, and we go into our hydration protocol. Okay, and we're back from our hydration protocol break, going into the top of the fourth inning of this game between the Mix and Princ Zagreb. For the Mix, they have 1 run on 3 hits, 4 runners left on base. Princ has 3 runs on just 1 hit, and they've left 5 runners on base. And leading off the top of the fourth for the Mix is pitcher Anna B. Bartles. She was 1 for 3 yesterday. Got hit by a pitch her first time up here and drops a bunt down. Beresic comes in, gets it, but doesn't have a play on Bartles at first base. So a bunt single by Anna B. Bartles to start off the fourth inning. And a little discussion between the umpires just then. I don't know what it was about, but whatever they decided, it hasn't changed anything. Bartles is still at first base after the bunt single. Coach Pokrajec from Princ Zagreb comes out to have a discussion with Diego Vitale. Still discussion. And the umpires will get together again for another discussion. It probably has something to do with Bartles' approach to first base on that bunt single. I suspect that they might be looking for an interference call because she wasn't in the 1 meter running lane that starts halfway between home and first. And that's what the discussion is about. Generally, when that happens, the umpire will call it right away as soon as he sees it. It's not the kind of thing that is generally appealed, but if you're polite, it never hurts to ask. And they come back. And now Diego Vitale is having a conversation with the mix coach about whatever it is that he and his partner talked about. So it looks like an issue of interference, whether or not there was any interference on that play. Okay. I, I'm guessing that it has something to do with interference. The bunt was dropped down a little bit in front of home plate. Nina Beresic came in, picked it up, never made a throw to first. And there seems to be some question as to whether or not she didn't make the throw because Bartles was in her way. We still don't know what's going to happen here. Now, Diego Vitale is conversing with tournament umpire in chief Stefano Russi to get an interpretation. Conversation between Vitale and Russi still going on. And that conversation ends. Diego Vitale conversing with the mixed coach again, trying to explain what he just got from UIC Stefano Russi. But we still don't know. Is Anna B. Bartels safe at first base? Is she out at first base? Or did they decide something else? And looks like they're going to call her back to bat. So apparently, the question was there contact with the ball in Anna B. Bartels when the ball went down? Now, by bringing her back, then that means that they decided there was contact, but she was still in the batter's box when the contact happened, so it's a dead ball, foul ball, versus if she had been out of the box and contact happened, then she would be out for interference. So Bartels is back to bat. Uh, Now the question about the count. So the scoreboard says the count is one ball on the batter, but if they just brought Anna B. Bartels back, then that would imply that bunt was ruled a foul ball because of contact inside the batter's box. So, was that the first pitch to Bartles? If it was, then it should be one strike. I believe it was the first pitch, so the count should be one strike. Long discussion here. It seems nonsensical that you would lose track of the count, but having been an umpire for many, many years, it's very easy to lose track of the count, especially when you have a lot of activity like that, a wild pitch, interference call. You maybe forgot to advance your indicator. So it's easy to lose track of the count. That's why all the umpires are supposed to carry ball strike indicators. And they decided that that was the first pitch and it was a foul ball strike. So Anna B. Bartels is up there with one strike now, and she hits it in the air to right center field in the gap. Bartels rounds first, heads into second base, and ends up on second with the two-base hit. So much for that controversy. Bartels leads off with a two-base hit to right center field. And that brings catcher Barbie Killer to the plate. And we have some changes now for Prince. Petra Čizmić-Pokrajac goes to first base, it looks like. Petra goes to first base. Miha Haramina moves over to second base. And Lucia Vidovic comes in, and she's now the temporary DP. She's now hitting, not playing in the field. Okay, defensive changes squared away. Barbie Killer steps in. Nobody out. Top of the fourth inning, 3-1 game. And first pitch to Barbie is a called strike. She lined out to third base into a double play on a great play by Courtney Ogle in the second inning. And the pitch is outside and high. Barbie went 1 for 3 yesterday. Count is 1 ball, 1 strike. Berisic looks in, delivers, and misses outside. 2 balls, 1 strike now. Bartles the runner at second base. Nobody out. Top of the fourth inning. Killer, a dangerous hitter, always has been a dangerous hitter. And she chases a pitch in the dirt for strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Barbie Killer. Berisic looks in, sets, and delivers. One hopper back to Berisic, and her throw to first base pulls Petra Čizmić-Pokrajac off the bag. So Barbie Killer is safe at first on the throwing error by Berisic. Bartles advances to third. And now we have a conference. We have 2 runners on now for the mix, first and third. Nobody out. Okay, the infield getting together, trying to settle down Berisic. And along with those other defensive changes, now Martina Lechner-Kyle moves to third base, and Courtney Ogle moves to shortstop. And up to bat is Maria Urquiaga. Pitches in the dirt, gets away. Barbie Killer advances to second on the wild pitch. No advance from third. And the pitch is in the dirt again to Urquiaga. She grounded out to second base her first trip to the plate. 0 for 1 yesterday. Runners at second and third now for the mix. Nobody out. 3-1 game. And the pitch is a called strike to Urquiaga. 2 balls, 1 strike. Berisic looks in for the sign, delivers, and it's popped up, and Mija goes back, catches it. Bartles tried to tag up and score, and she's going to end up scoring on the throwing error. So what just happened there? Miha Haramina went back, made a nice catch on that pop-up into short right field. Bartles tagged up, tried to score. The throw came in from Haramina, and Bartles was out by a long way. She turned and went back towards third, and the throw from the catcher hit her in the back, squirted into left field, which allowed Bartles to score, and Killer advanced to third base now. So we have a run in, one out. First pitch to Holly Newell is a called strike. Bedicic looking in, gets the signal from her catcher, and it's a line drive into right field for a base hit, and it gets past right fielder, rolls to the fence, and Newell ends up on third base. So Mia Primetz let that ball get through her legs in right field. Run scored and allowed Newell to advance to third base. So the base hit by Newell drives in Barbie Killer from third base. She advances to third. And now we come back to the top of the order. Alana Snow, the center fielder. And a defensive change now for Prince. And Primetz has been replaced. Mia Primetz has been replaced in right field. A defensive change. We'll get that for you in a minute. We have one out. 2 runs in for the mix. Bedicic. First pitch is a called strike on the outside corner to 97 Alana Snow. And the pitch by Bedicic, and gets away from Nina, hits Snow in the back. She'll get first base on that. So that'll put runners at first and third for the mix now. Snow at first, Newell at third. Shortstop Chelsea Robeson set to bat as soon as everything is okay with Alana Snow at first base. Okay. One out, runners at first and third for the mix. Shortstop Chelsea Robeson up to bat. She has 2 hits, 2 for 2 today, a double in the first, a single in the third. And she fakes a bunt to protect Snow advancing to second. Give her a stolen base. She was going. Call is 1 strike. Bedicic delivers, and it's a ground ball. Gets past Bedicic up the middle into center field. 1 run scores. Here comes the throw to the plate. The second run scores. Robeson, round second, comes into third, and she ends up on third base. Give her a base hit and advances to third base on the throw to home. 2 runs scored. And the mix score 4 times now this inning. Take the lead 4-3. Okay, still 1 out. Beresic working now. And it's a ground ball straight back to her. She gets Robeson hung up off third. And the throw to the plate. Robeson is out at home. Jade Yerrick's, the batter, reached first on the fielder's choice and then advanced to second on the play on Chelsea Robeson. So Robeson is out. Pitcher to third to catcher at home. Score that 1-5-2. Yerrick gets on the fielder's choice and then advances on the throw home. First pitch to Mary Murray is a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. Mary Murray is 1 for 2 today. Fielder's choice in the first, a single in the third. And the pitch is up, gets away from the catcher. Jade Yerrick advances to third on the wild pitch. 2 outs. Top of the 4th inning here. 2 outs. Mix up 5-3. 2 balls, no strikes. And the pitch from Beresic is a ground ball into left field for a base hit. Scoring another run, Jade Yerrick scores on the base hit by Mary Murray. And the mix go ahead now by a score of 5-3. Mary Murray at first base. Krista Reed-Thomas up to bat. First pitch to her is low and away, ball 1. Reed-Thomas is 0 for 2 today. Grounded to the pitcher, grounded to short. And the pitch from Beresic up and away. 1 ball, 1 strike. One pitch from Beresic on the inside corner, called strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to left fielder Krista Reed-Thomas. 2 outs in the top of the 4th inning. And it's lined hard down the line, foul. Krista is the 9th mix batter to come to the plate in this 4th inning. Beresic looks in and delivers, misses up and away. 3 balls, 2 strikes now to Krista Reed-Thomas. Mary Murray will probably be moving on this pitch. And the pitch is grounded to Courtney Ogle at short, over to first base to Petra for the 3rd out of the inning. Okay, long inning for the mix. They scored 5 runs in the top of the 4th inning on 3 hits, 4 Princ errors, costly errors, and 1 runner left on base to end the inning. So the score after 3.5 innings is the Mix 6. Lenka. Yeah. Tihana, yeah. Tihana, yeah. Okay, score is now 6-3. The Mix. Princ Zagreb coming to bat in the bottom of the 4th inning, starting at the number 9 position with Tiha Hrženjak. Then to the top of the order, Lenka Gunishova and Miha Heramina. Let's see if Prince can put something together to crawl back into this game. Still a long way to go. Okay, Tia Hrženjak leading off the bottom of the 4th inning for Prince. She is 0 for 1 today, fielder's choice in the 1st inning. Yesterday, she was 2 for 4. And the first pitch from Bartles is in the dirt. 1 ball. One ball, no strikes to Hrženjak. The pitch from Bartles. Low, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Tiha looking to start something. And she looks at ball 3, low and away. 3 balls, no strikes. Way ahead in the count now. And the pitch from Bartles is up and away, ball 4. So Hrženjak starts the bottom of the 4th with a base on balls. And it brings the top of the order up to bat now. Center fielder Lenka Gunishova. She's 0 for 2 today. She fouls it straight back. Lenka was 1 for 8 yesterday. Bartles looking in for the signal. And Gunishova takes one in the ribs. She'll get first base on that hit by pitch. And up to bat now comes second baseman Miha Heramina. She's 0 for 1 with a walk. She reached on an error in the 2nd. 2 for 3 yesterday. And the pitch to her from Bartles is lined up the middle into center field. drops for a base hit, and everybody's going to be safe. Okay. And just like that, the bases are loaded. Base hit for Mija brings Courtney Ogle to the plate. And she check swings one, and they'll go for the out at first base on Courtney. A run will score, everyone else will advance. Courtney got fooled by that one, but drove in a run. And Emma Vrancic up to bat now. First pitch is a changeup, high, ball one. Emma was 0 for 2 yesterday. Today she's 0 for 1 with a walk in the first inning. And it's a ground ball foul down the left field line. One ball, one strike to Emma Vrancic. One out in the bottom of the fourth. One run in for Prince. They trail 6-4. Bartles looks in for the sign, and the pitch fouled back by Vrancic. One ball, two strikes. Vrancic settles in. One ball, two strikes. Bartles looks in for the sign. Rears back and fires. And a changeup fools Emma. Called strike three. For the second out. And Martina Lechner takes the first pitch for a strike on the outside corner. She's 0 for 1 with a walk in the first inning. 1 for 6 yesterday, and she hits it up in the air. Looks like shortstop Chelsea Roberson settles under it and collects it for the third out of the inning. Here in the bottom of the fourth for Prince, one run, one hit, no mixed errors, and two runners left on base. After 4 full innings, the score is the mix 6, Princ Zagreb 4. Okay, and in the top of the fifth inning, we have a pitching change for Princ Zagreb. Coming into pitch now will be number 11, Mija Haramina. Beresic will leave the game. No, Beresic will move to third base. Martina Lechner Kyle moves to second base. And that should reset the defense for us. So new pitcher for Princ, Miha Haramina, leading off the top of the fifth. Is number 88, Anna B. Bartles, the pitcher. She fouls off the first pitch. 1 strike. And the pitch from Haramina. Fouls off the bunt attempt the second time. Falls behind, no balls, 2 strikes to Bartles. No balls, 2 strikes. Haramina sets and throws. And it's a line drive into left field for a base hit for Bartles. Her second hit of the game. And we have a pinch hitter now for the mix. Hitting for Barbie Killer is number 2. Lotte Vanderweide. And she will probably go into catch. Fakes a bunt. Three balls, no strikes now to Vanderweide. And the pitch from Haramina is in the dirt, ball 4. Vanderweide draws the base on balls. Bartles advances to second. And looks like we have another pinch hitter. And the first pitch is inside. Pinch hitting is number 32, Sean Wigington. First pitch is a ball. And Wigington fouls off the next pitch. And the pitch is right down the middle to Wigington. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. Wigington was 0 for 2 yesterday. And she hits a soft fly ball into right center field. It drops for a base hit. Collected by center fielder Lenka Gudashova. Everybody advances and we have the bases loaded. And that brings to the plate Holly Newell. Right fielder Holly Newell. She's 1 for 2 today. 1 for 2 yesterday. Pitch misses low and inside. 2 balls, no strikes to Newell. Bases loaded. Nobody out. And a called strike. 2 balls, 1 strike. Top of the 5th inning now with the mix threatening again. Already leading 6-4. Haramina pitches, and she gets a called strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Haramina sets and throws. Misses high and outside. Count goes full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out. Bases loaded. And the pitch from Haramina is hit in the air to left field. Courtney can't come up with it and can't get the force at third base, so everybody's going to be safe. So the fly ball to left field was too shallow for the left fielder to come in for. Courtney Ogle couldn't quite come up with it going back from her position at shortstop, and everybody's safe. One more run in for the mix. The Mix take a 7-4 lead now in the top of the 5th inning. Okay, looks like some defensive changes being made by Princ. Okay, we have a defensive change now at third base. Nobody out, bases loaded for the Mix. Up to bat is the leadoff hitter, Alana Snow. She's 0 for 1 with a walk and hit by a pitch. It's up there with the bases loaded. Haramina delivers, and it's a called strike. Two strikes to Alana Snow. And the pitch from Haramina is lined foul down the right field line. Miha took a little bit off that pitch, and Snow was way in front of it. No balls, 2 strikes to Snow, and it's grounded to first. Petra takes the play at first, throws home, not in time. Another run scores. That's 3 unassisted at first base for the out. 1 run scores. Everybody else advances. And we have 1 out now. Runners at second and third for the mix. And Chelsea Robeson, the shortstop, up to bat. And she hits one into the dirt at home plate, foul. One strike to Chelsea Robeson. Miha delivers, and it's a ground ball. Can't get to it, and it finds its way into center field. The throw comes to the plate, and Harley Newell slides safely into home. Umpire Diego Vitali says no tag. 2-run score on that seeing eye base hit into center field. Robeson's at first base. Wigington and Newell both scored on that base hit. And the first pitch from Haramina to Jade Yerrick's is a called strike. There's 4 runs in this inning for the mix. They take a 10-4 lead now. Haramina delivers. Gets a called strike on the outside corner. No balls, 2 strikes. Chelsea Robeson at first base. Haramina set and throws. And a swing and a miss by Jade Yerrick's for the strikeout. 2 outs now in the top of the 5th. And first baseman Mary Murray comes to the plate. Mary's 2 for 3 today. She was 4 for 8 yesterday, so she's already off to a great start. First pitch is up and away, ball 1. And it's a ground ball off the end of the bat to third base, over to first for the 3rd out of the inning. And the Mix send 9 hitters to the plate in the 5th inning. They score 4 runs on 4 hits, no errors, 1 runner left on base. And after 4.5 innings, the Mix hold a 10-4 lead over Prince. I think so, yeah. I think it's 10. The score is now 10-4. And I think the score is 10-4. Okay. Oh. Up to bat in the bottom of the fifth for Prince is number 12, Nina Berisic. One out in the bottom of the fifth. And a swing and a miss. And it's a check swing, but it's a call turn strike on Nina Bericic. One out in the bottom of the fifth for Princ. Up to bat is first baseman Petra Cizmic-Pokrajac. She takes a called strike. She's 0 for 1 today. Flied out to center field, walked in the first inning. And it's a ground ball to third base. Fielded by third baseman Mary Murray now. For the second out of the inning. And that brings pinch hitter up to bat for Princ. And it's a ground ball to Mary Murray again at third base. Over to first for the third out. 1-2-3 inning for the Mix. No runs, no hits, no errors, no runners left on base. After 5 complete innings, the score is the Mix 10, Princ Zagreb 4. Okay, coming up for the Mix in the top of the 6th inning. Looks like we have a pinch hitter. First pitch is a called strike. And Haramina sets and throws. Misses outside. Pinch hitter is number 13 for the Mix. That would be Emanuela Vischetti. Two balls, one strike to Vischetti. And pitches, misses outside. And the pitch to Vischetti. In the dirt, ball 4. Vischetti leads off with a walk in the top of the 6th inning. It brings the pitcher, Anna B. Bartles, up to the plate. And she takes the first pitch for a ball. If you're joining us late here, we're in the top of the 6th inning in the second game of the day here. And Bartles tries to bunt it down the first base line. It goes just foul. We're in the second game of the day here in Zagreb between the Mix from Great Britain and Princ Zagreb from Croatia. Scores 10-4 in the top of the 6th inning. Mix is up with a runner on first. Bartles drops a bunt down again. This time they make the play at first. Vischetti rounds second, gets caught in a rundown, and gets put out for the double play. So Bartles is out 4-3, and the throw goes across the infield. 3-5-6. 2 outs now. Ground ball to first by Van der Velde. She's put out easily. And we end the inning. In the top of the 6th for the Mix, no runs, no hits, no errors, no runners left on base. After 5.5 innings, the score is the Mix 10, Princ Zagreb 4. Okay, coming up for Prince in the bottom of the 6th inning. Leading off will be the catcher, Tiha Hrženjak, and then we go to the top of the order, Lenka Gunishova and Miha Haramina. Temperatures rising here again in Zagreb today. Right now, temperature's 89 degrees Fahrenheit. That's a lot of Celsius too. Around 32, 33 degrees Celsius, so it's a scorcher and it's humid. And the first pitch from Bartles is a line drive right back to her. Hrženjak lines out to Bartles for the first out. And the top of the order now, Lenka Gunishova. She's 0 for 2 and was hit by a pitch. Takes the first pitch low, ball 1. One ball, no strike. And pitches just a little bit low again. Count goes to 2 balls, no strikes to Gunashova. Bartles sets and throws. And rise ball a little bit high. 3 balls and no strikes to Lenka. And the pitch by Bartles is just misses outside. Gunashova with the walk. Brings up pitcher Miha Haramina. She's 1 for 2 with the walk and reached on an error by the third baseman. Fouls the first pitch into the plate for strike. Gunashova at first for Princ. And Miha reaches out and pokes that one foul down the first base line. And falls behind. No balls and 2 strikes. Bartles looks in, settles, throws, just misses inside. Tough pitch to take. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Haramina. And she reaches out, taps it up the first baseline. Bartles comes over, scoops it to first for the putout on Haramina. Gunashova advances to second. That's Wigington at first base now. First pitch to Courtney Ogle is a ball. Courtney is 0 for 2 today with a walk in the first inning. And the pitch is painted on the outside corner for a called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike to Courtney. Gunashova at second base. And there's a line drive foul, just foul down the third base line. Courtney not happy with herself on that one. She was way out in front of it. One ball, 2 strikes to shortstop Courtney Ogle. The pitch from Bartles. Oh, and she pulls the string, catches Courtney looking. Called third strike. Not much you can do with that. In the bottom of the 6th for Princ. No runs, no hits, no errors. 1 runner left on base. After 6 complete innings, the score is the Mix 10, Princ Zagreb 4. Okay. Coming up in the top of the 7th for the Mix, or the 8-9-1 hitters, Sean Wigington, Holly Newell, and the leadoff hitter Alana Snow. Another defensive change here. Lenka Gunashova now goes into catch. Sean Wigington steps in against Miha Haramina to lead off the 7th for the mix. First pitch is a called strike right down the middle. No balls, 1 strike. And the pitch is in the dirt, gets away from Lenka. 1 ball, 1 strike. Wigington shows bunt, pulls it back, and just misses inside with that one. 2 balls and 1 strike to Sean Wigington. Playing first base for the mix right now. The pitch from Haramina is lined into left field for a base hit. It gets past Nina Berisic. Wigington rounds first, heads to second, and pulls up at third base. So we'll give her a base hit. Advances to third on the error by Nina Berisic. Up to bat now, Holly Newell. First pitch, it's high, 1 ball. And the pitch is fouled out of play behind home plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the story of this game has pretty much been since the first inning. Pitcher Anna B. Bartles, she came in and settled the team down after a shaky first inning. And the mixed bats came to life. They've scored 10 runs since that first. Actually, in the last 3 innings, they've scored 10 runs. And they hold a commanding 10-4 lead right now. And Holly lifts it in the air to center field. Caught by Emma Vrancic. Gets it in quickly. No advance by Sean Wigington. 1 out. And now the top of the order for the mix, Alana Snow, center fielder. The pitch from Haramina is on the corner. Called strike. Ball got away from Miha, no advance. And the pitch hit hard, foul, just fouled down the first base line. No balls, 2 strikes to Alana Snow. Haramina settles and throws outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Haramina gets a signal from her catcher, Lenka, and the pitch is high, ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out. Sean Wigington, the runner at third base for the mix. And the pitch from Haramina is hit in the air to center field. Emma Vrancic settles under it, takes it in. Wigington tags at third and scores the 11th run for the mix on the sacrifice fly by Alana Snow. And there was an appeal made on the runner at third, Sean Wigington, leaving early on the tag up, and she was called out for leaving early. So take that run off the board. Left too soon. Okay. Well, a little complicated, but in that seventh inning for the mix, no runs, one hit, one Prince error, and nobody left on base. The score remains the mix 10, Princ Zagreb 4. Okay. Okay, going into the bottom of the seventh inning now. Coming up for Princ Zagreb will be 4, 5, 6 hitters: Emma Vrancic, Martina Lekner-Kyle, and Nina Berisic. Bardos looks in, gets a signal from Van der Weyde. First pitch is called strike. And the pitch to Vrancic is outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Emma fouls it down the third base side. Falls behind 1 ball, 2 strikes. Emma's 0 for 2 today with a walk in the first inning. Bartels gets the signal and delivers, and it's just low. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch is ground ball to short, and Vrancic is put out at first base on a nice play by Mix shortstop Chelsea Robertson. Score that 6-3. 1 out in the bottom of the seventh. Stepping up now, second baseman Martina Lekner-Kyle takes the first pitch for a strike. Bartels delivers. Up and away. 1 ball, 1 strike. Martina 0 for 2 with a walk today. And she hits the next one down the left field line, hits the light pole. Foul ball. One ball, 2 strikes to Martina. Next pitch is up high. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch from Bartels. Swing and a miss, strike 3 for the second out. And looks like we're going to have a pinch hitter for Nina Berisic. That pinch hitter will be Nika Juric, it looks like. Two outs in the bottom of the seventh now. Pinch hitter Nika Juric steps in. Bartle steps up, takes the sign from Van der Weyde. First pitch is popped up in foul ground, and nobody can get it. A second life for Nika Juric. And the pitch by Bartles on the outside corner, called strike. Nika falls behind, no balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs in the bottom of the seventh. And the pitch is hit hard up the middle, and it goes into center field, up the gap. Nika rounds first, goes to second, and keeps going, heads into third base, and slides in safely with a 3-base hit in the bottom of the seventh inning. Well, it was hit hard on the ground and found the gap out in right center field. Nika Juric with those long legs never stopped, put her head down, and just kept going. So we have 2 outs. Juric at first. First baseman Petra Čizmić-Pokrajec comes to bat. She's 0 for 2 with a walk in the first inning. And hits one hard foul. 1 ball, 1 strike. Okay, Bartles settles and delivers. And it's hit on the ground slowly towards third. It goes into foul ground. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One ball, 2 strikes. Bartles sets and throws. And it's fouled into the mitt of catcher Lotte Van der Weyde for strike 3 and the 3rd out of the 7th inning. In the 7th for Prince, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 runner left on base. Final score, the mix 10, Princ Zagreb 4.